Trendy news. Nyesom wins major case against Nddc in court. Niger Delta Development Commission, Nddc, has been barred from executing any projects in rivers without the consent of the state government. This followed the judgment of a court sitting in Port Harcourt in the 2017 suit instituted by Governor Nyesom Wike and the Attorney General of the Commissioner for Justice of Rivers State against the Nddc, its former managing director, Nyesom and former executive director, finance and administration, Derek Mene and others. Justice Adufos Enebili, who delivered the judgment, also granted a declaration sought by the Rivers government that under the state's physical plan law, state land law, and the urban development law, the Nddc or its agents have no power to claim any land or execute any projects, including street lights, water, and other infrastructures in the path of River State without the consent of the state governments. See reason why Nyesom win in the courts. The court also orders Nddc to seek Wike's consent before executing any project in River State. A River State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt also ordered the Nddc to seek Nyesom's consent before executing any projects in the states. He ruled that the Nddc should seek the consent of the state government for the execution of the projects. Meanwhile, Enebili refused to grant the declaration sought by the claimants to avoid Section 7 and 8 of Nddc Act, which borders on the developmental map of the 9 states of the Niger region. But this is so pathetic. This is not called for. So the affected council chairman in Port Harcourt City Local Government and chairman of ALGOR Rivers Chapter, Tony Fimore, and Daniel in Abua Odu Local Government. ALGON, in a statement by its spokesperson and chairman of Aoda West Local Government Area, Hope Ikiriko, warned the factional spokesman of APC Caretaker Committee in Rivers, Ogbonna Nweke, to stop speaking on an issue he lacked the capacity to talk about. Do you know that Ikiriko said that the suspension of their chairman Iwuwo and his counterpart was in accordance with Section 64 of 3 of River State Local Government Law Number 5 of 2018. He also said that it was unfortunate that Nweke would hide under the guise of being an APC member to issue a 7-day ultimatum to Governor Nyesom to recall the suspended chairman. According to what he said, what he said is so heavy. It's a heavy controversy surrounding Governor Nyesom's decision to suspend Port Harcourt City Local Government Chairman Honorable Victor Uwowu of Udua Local Government Area. The Association of Local Government of Nigeria Rivers State Chapter defends Governor Wike Nyesom for suspending the chairman for culpable offenses. He also stated that Ogbonna Nwoke lacks knowledge of this and has no capacity to speak on such matter. The support for Governor Wike Nyesom was issued by this so-called ALGON, the public relations officer and the chairman of the Owada West Local Government Area, Hope Ikiriko. According to Pro of ALGON, it is unfortunate that Mr. Ogbonna Nwoko will hide under the guise of APC to issue a 7-day ultimatum, as I've said before, to Governor Wike Nyesom to recall the suspended local government chairman. Hope Ikiriko asserted that the suspension of the 3 chairmen is a correctional measure and that Mr. Nwoke should not bring the crisis in the APC to the PDP, so that there will not be confusion among the parties. This is so advisable. This advice is so welcoming. So welcoming. So welcoming. Remember how the fearless young man started off in 2007 to 2011. Wike occupied the office of Chief of Staff at the Government House in Port Harcourt. He was later rewarded with another political position in 2011. This man called Rotimi Amechi gave him the position of Minister of the State for Education. That marked the beginning of his rise to prominence. So this opportunity he had ever waited for came forth. The opportunity he has ever waited for called when Dame Patience, the former First Lady, wife of President Goodluck Jonathan, came ahead to head against Rotimi Amechi over Akirika land saga, while Wike Nyesom, being an intelligent man who knew that he should be wanted, who knew what should be said and who knew what should happen, who knew what he wanted, shifted his stance towards the First Lady Patience, and the rest, they say, is history. Is that true? Is it history? If you recall that Mr. Wike Nyesom was heavily criticized by Nigerians after he paraded traditional rulers in the government house in a bid to issue them certificates of recognition. That singular act brought him very criticism. It brought him heavy criticism. Although many critics are always on his neck, the outspoken governor does not seem to care at all. He is on a mission. He's on a mission to restore the sanctity of a nation. His agenda, though, is to return PDP back to APC comes 2023. So his recent action has further strengthened so many claims. He has strengthened so many claims that Wike Nyesom is a political god, the strong man of Nigerian politics. As it stands now, Wike Nyesom is becoming the strong man of Nigeria politics. Remember when Oshomole and his group of loyalists led by Jonathan Ayabu, he disqualified Obaseki for flimsy reason. So the young governor ran to Wike Nyesom to protect himself. He ran to him for protection. The mercy of Nigerian politics welcomed this man Obaseki and and assured him of a safe landing, and assured him to be confident that he is not going to be rejected, that he will be accepted. So, as it is now, Governor Wike Nyesom is finally a PDP member, and his victory at the poll stares him in the face. So, viewers, you have heard it all from Nddc and Wike Nyesom. You have seen what the ALGO did to defend Wike for suspending local government chairman. So viewers, what is your take on this news? Your comment concerning this news is very important. Please, kindly drop your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish new videos. And please don't forget, like and share this news as well. Thank you.